So, welcome everybody. I am so super excited to deliver this webinar to you guys today. We have launched a brand new product or program that I'm going to share with you a little bit later on in the webinar, which I'm super excited about. But first off, I've got some content that I'd like to go through with you. So, my name, for those of you that haven't met me, is Jo Burgess. And who am I? Well, I'm a hairdresser by trade. I'm actually been a previous salon owner myself. I had two salons here in Brisbane, and I was lucky enough as part of my journey as a salon owner to stumble across a couple of entrepreneurial developers, and together we founded and created Shortcuts Software, which has been a really big part of my life. It's 25 years this year, which I can't believe it's actually more than half my life, but really enjoyed the journey of learning technology and how we can use it in our industry. And these days, my role is as VP of Evolution, which sounds very fancy, but basically what it means is that I work with the team on our product roadmap, and I work with stakeholders in all the regions and large customers and strategic partners like Google to work out what we're going to build into our software. So that is super fun. So I love talking to salon owners and finding out the struggles that you have in your salons and how technology can help provide a great guest experience for your guests. I'm a pretty much a marketer at heart, and I love digital channels. So the last decade or so, I've been really immersing myself in the digital arena. So I've got some things that I want to share with you today around that. Anybody that knows me knows that I'm pretty organized, bordering on OCD. But what I actually really love is combining structure with a good strategy. So coming up with a vision of something that we want to create and then putting a structure and some systems around it to be able to execute it. And I'm definitely an ideas girl and a bit of a serial entrepreneur. So that's just a little bit about me. So what do I know about social media? Because that's what we're talking about tonight. Well, I know that it's pretty critical tool in a salon's marketing toolkit. You can't live without it. Everybody is on social media these days, and the market is huge. So it's an important element in your marketing mix, and you guys know that because otherwise you wouldn't be on this webinar with me tonight. I also know that social media takes a lot of time and effort. Right, guys, I'm going to share with you in a minute some of the survey results I did recently, and you guys are spending an awful lot of time on your social media. It's hard for salons to keep consistent. Salons tend to be very good with social media for a period of time, and then they get busy and things drop off. So with social media, I know that you need it to be consistent for it to continue to grow, and I know that you guys struggle with that. So hopefully we've got some strategies today that you can put into place to help you keep consistency and make it a little bit easier. It has to have a strategy. You can't just be posting any old thing and thinking of posts at the last minute. There has to be a bit of strategy behind it. I know that coming up with content ideas for social media is a struggle because everybody tells me that. So I've got some ideas around how we can mix things up and make it easy for you to come up with ideas about what to post. And there's a lot to learn. The social media landscape is changing rapidly, and every day there's something new to learn. And I think it's, you need the support of people that know what you need to do and the small steps you need to take to continually ensure that your social media is getting the best result for you. And I know that I'm not a social media expert, so I'm not here today to say that I know everything about social media. I know a lot of people in the industry, and I've spoken to a lot of experts, and I've brought people in to work on a very exciting project, which I'm going to reveal to you guys tonight, which I know you are going to just love. So yeah, that's my disclaimer. All right, so I did a survey a few weeks ago, and we had quite a few hundred people complete the survey. And this is what we found out. So, it's a bit of a mixed relationship with social media. Some people love it, but most people would say it's pretty basic. They're not really loving the relationship that they have with social media. I also found it very interesting that most salons are doing the posting themselves. So either the salon manager is doing the posting or team members are doing the posting. Very small percentage of you guys are using social media managers or outsourcing to an agency. And I've got a bit of a theory as to why that is. Obviously, it's quite expensive, isn't it, to get a social media manager? And it's hard because they're not actually in the salon and they don't necessarily know everything about your brand. So to keep it really relevant is not so great. So the feedback I've had from a lot of salons is they start, or they experiment with an outsourced agency or a social media manager, but they generally end up bringing it back in the house. So I'd be interested to know if any of you guys on the webinar have had the same experience. Maybe pop me a little chat in the comment and I'll pop back and have a look at that in a minute. I also know that you guys are spending a lot of time. So 86% of people are spending at least more than a couple of hours a week, and many are spending an hour or so a day on social media, and a lot are plugged in, right? So a lot of time. Everybody is spending at least 2 hours a week and an hour a day on social media. And when I ask, do you feel that you get value for the time spent? Most people say, not really, or I have no idea. So my conclusion from all of this is we don't really necessarily love our relationship with social media. We know we need to do it. We know that probably the best people to do it is us and our team. We spend a lot of time, but we're not really sure whether we're getting any value from it because maybe we don't know how to measure it, or maybe there are some other reasons. So when I asked, my last question was, if you had a magic wand, what would you need help with, or what are your biggest struggles? And these were the top results. So finding it hard to keep consistent, this is validated, my beliefs around that. They get some engagement, but not enough bookings. Struggle to come up with ideas for posts. It's hard. I get it. You guys are busy looking after guests. You're not necessarily thinking of ideas for posts every minute of every day. You're busy and you don't get enough time to post. So that's when the consistency drops off. You don't really have a strong strategy. So again, you're just coming up with, ideas on the fly rather than having something planned out to make it a bit less stressful. Not getting discovered, not knowing how to schedule posts, and no one commenting. So I'm interested to know whether that resonates with you, and what you're finding as well. Just going to bring up my little chat box and see. Raining as usual. Hi, Anne-Marie. Thanks for the little heart emoji. Just checking through here. All right, cool. So yeah, I'm interested to see if any of that relates to you. Very, very strong, themes that came out of that survey. Okay, so I have a couple of questions for you. Would you like to get your social sorted? Would you like to feel more in control around your social media strategy so that you knew what to post, you weren't doing it at the last minute, and you didn't have to spend as many hours? And would you like a foolproof structure that you are able to follow? Are you the sort of person that likes a structure? I like structure. Not everybody does. Is that something that resonates with you? If the answer is yes, then I've got something very, very exciting that I'm going to share a little later in the webinar. So please stay tuned for that. But in the meantime, let's get this party started, and we're going to explore some Instagram fundamentals. Well, these are social media fundamentals really, but I'm focusing on Instagram. Most of you that completed the survey are all on Instagram, and that is your sort of social media platform of choice. So today I wanted to start a little bit back at the beginning and pretend that maybe we haven't looked at our Instagram account for a while and look at it with some fresh eyes. So we're going to go through a few very simple things that you can do today to refresh your Instagram profile in a matter of minutes and to make sure that you've got it set up right so that you get found. We also want to check out your audience. So I'm going to show you how to do that so you can have a look at who is actually following you and engaging you on Instagram at the moment. And then the last part, which is the how part, is we're going to build a structure and a strategy to creating a variety of good post content. plus. I've already said this, but you're going to be the first to see my new little project that I've been working on. All right, so first of all, defining your you. In this section, I want to talk about you and I want to talk about your salon's brand. So first of all, let's look at Instagram and make sure that you've got it set up ready for business to be found. So most of you should already have a business profile. If you haven't, then you definitely need to go and set that up. So there are quite a few benefits to having a business profile, and the main ones are there on the slide. So accessing Instagram analytics so that you can see specific data about your followers and your posts. It also makes it a lot easier for followers to get in touch with you and for you to be found. And I'll show you some of the things that you need to do when you set up your business profile. And even if you've got your business profile set up, I would encourage you to spend just a few minutes and go back through these little exercises to make sure that you've got everything set correctly, because maybe when you set up your profile, some of the options weren't available that are there now. And the other reason is, in good time, when you're ready, you'll be able to turn some of your posts into ads or sponsors posts, which will increase your reach, because at the end of the day, you want to grow your followers. And these days on social media, you've got to pay to play a little bit. So, but you've got to have your account ready and rocking to do that first of all. So you just need to go into edit your profile, switch to a professional account and choose business. So that's pretty straightforward, right? Then next, you'll continue through some questions and you'll be asked to choose a category. Now, this is very, very important, because if somebody is searching for you on Instagram and they're searching for a hair salon in Indooroopilly, let's say in Brisbane, if you don't have hair salon in your business name or in your description and you haven't chosen it as your category, you just won't be found. And I will tell you that Instagram is a search platform, and particularly millennials are searching on Instagram to find people to connect with. So my daughter, for instance, is having a party coming up and we're going to get some lights and balloons. And she went straight to Instagram and typed in balloons, Western Suburbs, Brisbane, to find all the Instagram pictures of people that have done the number 18 lights and all the balloons, right? So same thing with a hair salon. They don't necessarily always go to Google. A lot do, and you definitely need to have a good presence there. But they're definitely also searching on Instagram. So it's very important that you've got the right business category. Also, you must also have your contact information correct. So make sure you've got an email, make sure you've got a phone number, make sure you've got an address. And those will all become action items on your profile. So the image number 6 there is showing a call and an email. So you want to make it a simple one touch so that if a client does want to take action, they can either direct message you via Instagram, they can click to call or email. Okay, so just go back and make sure that you've got all of those fundamentals set to go so that you are ready for business. All right, the next thing that we need to do is just go back and have another look at your bio. I'm sure you've all got a bio, but does it reflect your salon's brand? Does it clearly articulate who you are? Does it have the right terms in it for searching? Is it interesting to read? Have you got a link? Please have your online booking link there, because that's the number one action that you want followers or visitors to do. So make sure your bio is snappy. You want it to be not too long, but you want to tell your followers what to do next. So it could be just as simple as change your look and book online today. Some kind of call to action in your bio is very, very important. Okay, that's a super easy one. Engagement. So reply. Take time to reply to every single comment. If somebody writes a comment, like the comment and reply back to them. Also reply to every single direct message. And if you get flooded with direct message, this is a little quick tip where you can actually set up quick replies. So if you haven't done that, think about the types of things that you get messages for often in Instagram or social media. So it might be, inquiring about a booking and you go backwards and forwards via DM to try and make an appointment. It's not very efficient. Is it for you or for them? Because you're busy with clients, they're busy with their day. You could set up a quick reply which says, thanks for reaching out. To make an online booking, or the best way to make a booking is to click here and make the booking online. And then when you get a message message like that in Instagram, you just type in one simple word like booking, and then you'll find the automated quick reply that you've set up, and you can just click on that, edit it slightly if you need to, and post it. Okay, so this will save you time, obviously save you time, and great if you're doing like running a promotion, or maybe you've got a post on there which is maybe promoting gift cards or something like that. You would then, and someone replies saying, oh yes, I want to get a gift card for Christmas or for my partner, etc. You can have a quick reply for that. Or if you've got special promos going each month, set up the quick replies and then remove them when you don't need them anymore. So that's just a little quick tip, okay? So that's all around just making sure that you've got the very, very basics set up for your profile. I'm going to talk to you a bit more about how you can take that the next step further. But for now, they're the absolute basics. All right, so the next thing I want to talk about is finding your who. So we all know the saying who, what, when, where, and how, and there's a reason why who comes first. One of the most important tools you can arm yourself when it comes to social media is absolutely understanding your audience. So knowing who sees your posts so that you can work out what to post and when to get the best engagement. And I wonder if you've looked at that lately on your social media to see who is following you. So luckily, they make it super easy. So again, in your Instagram account, just click on the little menu in the top right-hand corner. We call that the hamburger icon in the tech world. Click on Insights and click on Audience. And in here, you will see the locations, the age range, and it might be interesting because maybe the age range of your followers is not necessarily the demographic of the target market that comes into the salon, or maybe it is. So it's just very interesting to have a look at that. Are they male and female? And when are they most engaged? So you can flick through the days here and look at the hours on each day, and you can flick through the days in the week to see which are the best times for you to be posting. Okay, so very, very simple. Cool. The next thing is my most exciting part of this bit of the presentation, which is around about how. So how do you give people what you want, and how do you provide some structure to that so that you actually know what you're doing each day? So once you've clearly defined your profile and you're looking good and you're coming up on the searches and you've found out who you're actually talking to, it's time then to structure your content so that you can give people what they want. And I'm a big fan of systems, I said before, and having one for your social media is pretty critical. So I hear this a lot. It's hard to find time to post. I struggle to stay consistent with what I'm posting. I don't know what I should be posting. I don't know how to plan or schedule content. I can't think of captions or take a great photo, and I can't afford a social media manager, right? We've talked about this before. It's the same struggles that we all have. I love that image, by the way, super cute. Okay, so content is king. Now, the best way for you to structure your content is to use what we call content pillars as a framework. So you can ensuring that you get a variety of different types of content to keep your followers interested. Many of you would have heard of Gary Vaynerchuk. I really love his saying, jab, 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 right hook, which is all about not overselling. So if you're constantly trying to, get people to make a booking, or you're constantly promoting something that's happening in your salon, they are just going to scroll on by. So what I would recommend is that you choose 5 or 6 of these content pillars. So here's 10 examples that I've put together that are applicable to the salon industry. You might have some others that are maybe more applicable to your brand or to your personality, and that's totally fine. But this is just to give you a bit of inspiration. So number 1 content pillar that I think all of you should have is personal insight. So this is a caption about you, because people love hearing stories, your success stories, your failures, your triumphs, your journey to get to where you are today. The more authentic that you are, the more interesting and interested your followers will be in engaging with you. And I bet if you went back through those analytics that we looked at before to see which posts are getting the best engagement, I bet it's something that's personal about you or your team or why you started your business. Your followers really do want to get to know you. They also want to understand your why, which is a little bit different. This is kind of like what motivates you, what gets you out of bed every day. Why do you do what you do? Showcasing your fabulous team. When was the last time you lifted the veil and introduced one of your team members on social media? I don't see it a lot. Introduce them. Who are they? What do they do? What's their story? How did they get to be with you today? And share some random facts. People love random facts about other people, right? They find that really interesting, and then they can relate to that person. Tutorials, how-tos, and trade secrets. Everybody loves that. Your audience love to learn something. And if you can teach them something in a small Instagram post in a minute or two, they'll see a lot of value out of that, and they'll be more interested to see what other tips and tricks that you can help them with. Also being inspirational and motivational. So using compelling quotes to inspire or motivate your audience to just seize the day. Product or service focus. So this is one of your sales. This is one of your right hook content pillars. So this is where you can showcase and post about the products and services and inform and educate your audience on your offerings, focusing on the benefits and maybe telling them something about a product or service that they don't know about, whether they don't know that you do, pique their interest. This is also great done via a customer testimonial. I know a lot of you have got amazing reviews that you're collecting through your software and through Google. So use these to help you showcase a product or a service. Social proof from somebody else is really, really valuable. Profile your work. Absolutely, you need to show and talk about the beautiful transformations that happen in your salon every day. But this should really only be one of your 5 or 6 content pillars, right? I just want to say that I think it's very, very important that you do show the gorgeous before and afters, right? We all love that, and it's a critical component of a good, solid social media strategy in a hair salon. But these hair pics can get a little same, guys, especially if that's all you're posting and if your clientele is all very similar. If somebody is seeing pictures of, a balayage, with all the hair waved and pushed to the front, and that's what the majority of your posts look like, they will scroll on by because there's no interest and nothing different, okay? So use this as one of your content pillars of the 5 or 6 things that you post about. And then sales and promotion. So promoting last minute bookings when you've got some on the day or you've had a cancellation. Great for, gift cards and products, and just encouraging them to download your app and book online and all of those types of things. So you'll see there that there's a variety of value for your audience, which is the jabs, and the personal insights that they're going to get from understanding a bit more about you and a bit more about your brand, as well as the right hooks, which is your product and service focus and your sales and your promotion. And you can still combine something personal with come in and see me and make a booking. There's nothing wrong with that. It's when it's always just come in and make a booking that people scroll on by. So I hope that makes sense, and I'd be interested to know if that resonates and if you feel like maybe in your social media strategy at the moment you're doing too much of the same kind of posts. Okay, so now we get into the fun part. So how would you like fresh content curated for your salon's social feed monthly? How would you like that provided to you on a platter every month? Would you like that? Tell me in the comments. That'd be good. Yes. You haven't had much success outsourcing. Gosh, social media. No, I get that a lot. In my webinar this morning, somebody told me that they were spending $150 to $200 a week outsourcing and not getting any results. So that's just crazy. All right. Well, if you are interested in fresh content for your social salon feed monthly, then you're definitely going to want to check this out. So I would love to introduce you to my newest baby called Social Sorted. So Social Sorted you will never have to worry about what to post again, because every single month you will receive a collection of eye-catching lifestyle images and gorgeously designed quotes, all paired with inspirational captions across a variety of the content pillars that we've just spoken about. And they're all designed for hair salons, and they're designed to engage and convert your followers into bookings. So these images are professional images curated and created by us, and the copy has been written by professional copywriters, so you don't have to worry about it. And I'm going to show you inside the platform so you get a bit more of an idea of what that's all about. So how it works is, on the first of every month, we will drop a fresh new issue into the online platform with all the winning content and tips that you need to build a great strategy across your social channels. So you get 30 professionally shot images. You get 30 customizable captions. And if you can see on that image there, you'll see I'm calling them fill in the gap style captions. So we've created it so that there's a variety of different ways that the caption could go, and you can tailor it to suit yourself. So you can delete the things that are in the brackets there, all of it, and replace it with something that resonates with you, or you may like one of the 3 options that we've provided. You're also going to get a monthly strategic action plan, and I'm going to show you this month's one so that you get an idea of what that's about. But the idea is that we provide you with bite-sized chunks of information to help you learn more about social media to get a better result, expanding on what we've done today. So from the basics, we're going to be bringing in experts to help us. We're going to be talking about, how to do stories, how to do video, how to research hashtags that work, all the things that you need to know about social media, but we're going to deliver them to you a little bit each month. With something that, maybe will take an hour or so out of your month to be able to action. And then over a few months' time, your strategy will get stronger and stronger and stronger. Plus, we've got an exclusive private Facebook community. So all of the members of Social Sorted will be able to hang out in there and share the things that they're doing, get feedback from others in the group. And then we'll also be bringing in special guests to deliver masterclasses within there, and we'll be doing live Q&As. So Channing on my team will be the community manager, and I will be coming in there myself a lot to chat to you guys live and comment on all of your stuff. Okay, so I thought I would give you an actual look inside what the membership looks like. So I'm just going to pop out of these slides. So this has gone live today, this morning. So socialsorted.net is the website. And if you sign up, I'll tell you a little bit. I've got a very, very special offer for you guys today. I want to give you access to all of this stuff for free so that you get this month's issue and you can just jump in and have a bit of a play. But once you've signed up, you will have this Your Issues up the top here. If you come to the website, it's got a bunch of information about what it's all about. You'll log in and you'll come into Your Issues. So this month, issue number 1, hot off the press, is called Social Refresher. And in the future, month after month, you'll get previous issues pop down here, and you will have access to go back to those previous issues, those captions, those images, those action plans. They are yours to come back to and use whenever you like. Okay, so let's have a look in this month's issue. Okay, so this is an extension of this webinar today. It's all around social refresh, but we dive a little bit deeper into all the things that you need to do. There's a video from me which talks you through, it's not a very long video, I think it's 12 or 14 minutes, something like that, which talks you through the issue and how to use the action plan. The first thing we recommend you do is download this action plan, which comes in a PDF format. So you can open it up on your browser or in a PDF reader, or if you like to print things out and write on them in pen or paper, then you can do that as well. So I'll just give you a little bit of a sneak peek. So a letter from me, editor's letter from me, about what the focus is for the month and what we're going to try and achieve together as a group. This will also tell you what is Social Sorted, why did we create it, and what can you expect from the membership in the months to come. And I'm super excited to announce that Christy Lawrence, who is the founder of the Plan app, which is an Instagram planning and analytics and scheduling tool, and it is amazing. She is going to come in next month and deliver a masterclass with me and teach you guys how you can get the copy and the content out of Social Sorted and put it into plan and start to plan weeks a few weeks into advance with your social posts. Doesn't mean that it stops you from being able to post on the fly, because that's very, very important, but it does help you build out your grid and what it's going to look like. So I'm really, really excited that she's going to come in November. We then tell you how to use Social Sorted, because this is the first issue. So first thing is download this action plan, which you're looking at. And then I'm going to show you in a sec how to download the images, grab the captions, and we want you to join the Facebook group. So the actual action plan itself is full of little activities. Okay, so defining your customer avatar. Earlier in the webinar, we talked about who is following you. We want to take that to the next level. I love this saying, when you're talking to everyone, you're talking to no one. So we want to help you to profile one ideal customer right down to the name, where they live, what keeps them up at night, what are they watching on Netflix, etc. Because if you can actually tailor your copy of your social media or anything, guys, your emails, your website copy, any sort of copy you've got to create, it will connect a lot better if you're talking to one person. So we talk you through an activity to do that. We also make sure you've got all your things set for a business. More tips around that bio. So a little checkbox that you can go through and, tick, have you done this? Have you done this? And some examples from us about how to do all of those things. And then a bit of a branding exercise. So getting to know you and your brand and how you want to portray yourself in the social arena. So your why, what excites you about your salon, what are your social media outcomes. By going through these exercises, it will help you define that strategy and use the content that we provide in the membership and tailor it to suit your brand and your business. So what are your core values? We give you a few to choose from and write a few sentences about it. What's your vision for your social media? We help you write a mission statement, defining your key messages, your brand personality. So not difficult, won't take too long to do, but a very worthwhile and simple, easy exercise to do. And at the end of every month in the action plan, we will also give you all of the important days that are coming up, what are the dates and what are the hashtags to use for those dates. All right, so that's the action plan. And then you've got all of these gorgeous prepared posts for you. So you will get 30 images. And we have had these images taken and prepared for you. We bought all the props. We've done all the hard yards so that you don't have to do it. You don't have to go finding an image and you don't have to take your own for your lifestyle images that support your hair images, okay? We've taken some in salons, but we've taken them nice and tight, and we've got tools of the trade, and we've got some lifestyle images, really gorgeous. You can talk about, how you do foils and your online booking and all the various different things. You'll see here the names are the content pillars, and to download an image is really, really simple. You just literally click on this little icon here and it downloads the image in a JPEG format. Whether you're on your phone or whether you're on a computer. If you're on a phone, it just saves it to your photo reel and you can then add it into Instagram or Facebook. And on your computer, it saves it here as a JPEG. It's a big high-res image, guys, and you can use these royalty-free. You won't see them in any stock library. And you can use them on your website, you can use them in your emails, and you can use them in your social posts. We don't mind where you use them. That's for you to use in whatever way helps you with your business. Up the top, the first 3 posts will generally be about specific days that are happening that month. So we've got in October, we've got World Food Day, World Mental Health Day, and Halloween. And we've written captions that are paired with these images, but you may like the caption and have a different image, or you may like the image and you might want to write your own caption. Totally fine. These can be completely switched up and used however you see fit. When you copy the text, it copies it into your clipboard, into a plain text format, and then you can go paste that straight into Instagram or Facebook. And if you're on your phone, it copies it into your clipboard. You open up Instagram, you grab your picture, you paste your your copy, and then you just edit it slightly to make it suit you. Okay, so you can see here, just as an example, Happy World Food Day. Wow, this might be, and here are your example, the crew, the teams, or my favorite of all the world days. Guess why? Food, guess why? Food. I'm or we are all dreaming of, what kind of food are you dreaming of for lunch in the salon today? So you can sort of see how we've tried to make them allow you to bring your own personality to the caption as well without having to start from scratch. And these are all professionally written to get you good results. So that's pretty much what you get inside. Gorgeous images. Like we've had these images created, either taken images ourselves or had them created especially for you. I love that clock so much. I want it in my house. Yeah. So we've got this paintbrush with hair. Lots of tools, so very hairdressery, but also allows you to bring your personality in. This one here, for instance, is a team insight. So have you met the gorgeous, talented, quirky, lovable, wicked? You might have your own name, but hopefully these words will help inspire you to come up with your own copy, team member, and you can talk about where they've travelled in the world. Or if you've got a photo of them, you might like the caption and use your own photo. Okay, and then down the bottom, we've got 6 inspirational, motivational quotes. So again, one of our content pillars, and they're all around hair. So I have expensive habits, and being a blonde is one of them. Good hair doesn't stay home on a Friday night. And you get to choose between light or dark, depending on your feed and what suits best at the time. So there will be 6 of those. So you can download them all. And that will be a zip file that will have the PDF action plan, the JPEG images, and all of the captions in a Word document. So you might like to open up the Word document, delete the ones you don't like, edit the ones you do, and then you've got a bunch of captions which you can either put into your planning and scheduling app, which we're going to talk about and teach you about in November, or just do them one by one. So that's what it looks like inside. So I hope that is something that you're interested in and that you will find helpful. I'll pop back in a second and see if you've got any questions that I can answer about all of that. So just to recap, with Social Sorted, you'll get control over your social media strategy. You won't have to think about it anymore, and it will save you hours. We're calling it the Netflix for your social media. So it will help you keep your social posts consistent without spending hours every week. It'll break up those hair pics with compelling posts about your brand, team, and vision. And that's really the motivation from me to create this, is because I can see that happening, is that there was a lot of great hair stuff going on, but not a lot of stuff around the brand, the team, and the vision. So really want to help you guys with that. Drive engagement and convert followers into bookings with copy and captions that convert, and teach you guys all the things you need to know to build a winning strategy and some tactics towards your social media strategy. Plus, you get bonus content. So masterclasses, live training, guest contributors. I've got a lot of people lined up. We're going to be bringing people in that will help you work out how to set up a little area in your salon and what ring lights are best to work and how do you get a good shot from hair. All sorts of things. We'll bring in other copywriters, all sorts of tips and tricks along the way. We've got so much planned. We'll also be, as I said, in the Facebook group, providing as much feedback and support as we can. You may have seen on the website before that we are only leaving this open until the 7th of October, which is about 12 or 13 days away. We're only allowing members to join in that very, very small window because we want to really, really provide you with lots of value, and we may open it up next year, but we're going to keep it nice and tight. And we're going to create things like story templates. We're going to teach you how to, build your own stories and provide you with copy that so you won't have to think about it. And we'll do some beautiful designs for you as well. And we want you to try it for free. So this first month issue is on us. No strings attached. You can go to socialsorted.net and you can sign up. You will have to put in your credit card, but you won't need to pay unless you still decide to remain a member in November. So October's content is yours. It's a gift from me, and I hope that it helps you. It's, even if you only use 2 or 3 posts or something like that, hopefully it at least saves you some time. So now's the time if you're interested. Okay, so, and also it is so affordable, like so cheap. So a monthly membership is 27 US a month. I mean, one photo and one caption and you're ahead. A stock image costs about $20. A professional copywriter can cost you hundreds. Professional photographer, like, we've had professional shots produced and curated especially for you, thousands of dollars. It's like having your own social media manager without the cost. And I wanted to ask you, what is your time worth? If we can provide you with this stuff, how could you value that against the time that it currently takes you now for the results that you're currently getting? So for less than the price of a haircut, you can get your social sorted. And for the whole year, it's only $297. So if you decide to subscribe for the whole year, you get another month for free. So you'll literally get 13 months worth of content, fresh content every single month, just for $297. So I want to tell you that this is probably the only time that it will be this price, which is why I'm only leaving the doors open for less than 2 weeks for signups. Next time we launch, the price will probably be much higher. So if you're interested, now is the time to get in. All right. So let me put my webcam back on and see if you've got any questions. Okay, there I am. Cool. All right, hit me with any questions that you have got. How much is that in Oz? I'm not sure of the conversion rate, but I think it would be 37 or 8 or something like that. So still extremely reasonable. Okay, this is a great question. It came up this morning as well. I love this. However, we will be posting the same images as other salons. Possibly, probably not. Instagram is massive and a very, very large space. And it is not likely that people that are following you are following too many other salons. I have seen something similar to this done in another industry, and I've never seen duplicate content. And we've made it so that you can mix it up, right? You're not going to use all of those 30 images, and you're not going to use all of those 30 captions. And those captions are going, you might look at it and go, oh, I love that idea, but I would write it slightly different. So you'll find that you're not going to see the exact same post with the exact same image. It's just too big a place, right? Do you have beauty images? Not yet, Donna. We are going to do a beauty version. We've just started with a hair version because, like you guys, we picked one customer avatar and we want to stick with that in the beginning. But I would say that early next year, we'll probably be launching a beauty version or bringing in some beauty images as well. Sharon, that hopefully answered your question as well. Ellen, let me see. Love the graphics. Will it be country specific? Yes, we will try and make it global. So we'll try and write captions where we can talk about winter and we can talk about summer and different holidays in different countries. So this is a global product. So yes, we will absolutely be trying to do that. Is it just for hair salons? At the moment, yes. I have had some beauty salons sign up today because I do think that you would still get a lot of value out of it. A lot of the lifestyle images are not necessarily hairdressing. Not every single image has something to do with hairdressing in it. I mean, there's a bottle of champagne in there, by the way. It's my champagne. Another sip. And I think that the captions could be very easily converted to beauty. You just need to take out, we've used examples of highlights or, a great cut, but you could change that to be how you feel about having a facial or something like that. I think the content grows with the number of options will mean duplicate content is unlikely. That's a really good point, Alan. Yes, month after month, you will get more. So in November, you will have 60. And in December, you will have 90. So you'll have a really big library of images and captions that you can go back through. And you'll find that, that you won't be seeing it everywhere. This is amazing. Great. Thank you, Susan. Just let me see. There's so many questions here. If we join, are we able to use just the graphics for other posts? Absolutely. You can, if you just want to use the images, go for it. You can put them on your website, put them in your emails, you can do whatever you want. I just want to provide you with content to help you with your marketing. And we've started, and focusing on social media because I see that as something that's just so critical. And it's not, you send an email maybe once a week, but you need to do your social posts every single day. So that's why we've started here. But I'm very happy for you guys to use them everywhere. Can it be used for Facebook as well? Absolutely. It's exactly the same. Just take the image and put it into Facebook, same as you would Instagram. No problems there. Are you doing barbering images as well? Yes. Coming up. So like I said, same with beauty. We started with hair. I see those beauty and barber as also being very niche and requiring a different set of maybe even language for barbers is a little different. Probably hair and beauty can use some of the same language in the copy, but I think when you're talking to majority men in barber, you need a different vibe. It is absolutely our vision to expand this in the early next year to be able to do that as well. Do you have an entry price for beauty as well? So same thing. It's just the one platform at the moment. I missed a lot of the early content on setting up Instagram properly. Do you recap? I will send you all a link to this webinar at the end so that you can rewatch it if you'd like, or share it with any of your friends or anybody else in your business. That is no problem. That was one of my questions that the team said that I needed to tell you actually. So I'm just going to have a quick look and make sure I've covered all of that off for you, Channing. I think I have. The action plan is in a PDF format. What about Facebook? Yes. Can it be used with a scheduling program is another thing. And yes, and next month, I would love it if you would join. I would love it if you would drop into the Facebook community and connect with us this month because next month is going to be amazing with Christy from Bland. Really, really excited to be able to bring her. And she will only be doing this for members of Social Sorted. So she's not doing it for anybody else. This is just for you guys. So it'll be a really tight-knit little group. And the things that she doesn't know about social media, I don't think they exist. She's amazing. She's really, really great. I mean, I think they have like 1.5 million downloads of their app, and she works with some of the biggest influencers in the world. So she's super cool, which is another topic on our list of things to talk about is how you guys can use influencers to help you get more clients. We're going to talk about also sponsored posts and how you can dip your toe in the water with that. And we're going to provide ad content and all of those types of things for you. So this membership is going to grow. You will always get the 30 images and the 30 captions, but you will get more than that. And we're going to surprise you with so much value. I can't wait. Can you use it across both your salons? Yep, sure. Will there be a support contact if we sign up? Yes, your best support will be in the Facebook group. It will be a closed private Facebook group only for active members of Social Sorted. So once you're in a membership, you sign up for a year or monthly or whatever, as long as you're active, you will be in that group, and Channing will be managing that on a daily basis and we'll be able to support you, no problem. Just worked out the cost of an employee for 1 hour for every week, and the yearly subscription is well worth the price. Awesome. It is, Linda. I think it's just so cheap. It's a no-brainer. And I'm not saying that to sell it to you. I wish I had a salon I wish that I had this. I mean, didn't have social media when I had my salon, but yeah. Do the subscribers' content start from the point where you subscribe? Yes. I will probably bring in down the track that you can buy previous issues, so you can pay for previous month's issues if you like the topic or you want stuff like that. But you only get, if you sign up now, you get October is free. You stay on for November, you get November. If you drop off for December, you won't get it. You come back in January, you get January. So only for the months that you're active will you have the content there. And the monthly is just month to month. So if you don't like it or you're not using it, then, I don't want you to feel that you're locked into anything. But you do get great value if you sign up for the year. And you might find that, again, your consistency, you might use a lot of images and captions one month, and the next maybe not so many, and then another one you will, and you'll come back to it. So it's just a matter of building up a library of things that you can use. What about hashtags? We are going to teach you everything about hashtags in one of the months coming up. It's not next month, but we're going to do a whole month which will be focusing on that. So again, it's kind of like we kind of can't just go, here's everything. We're going to start back at the basics and we're going to build it up, but we're going to provide you with quality content as we go along the way. So hashtags will be a big topic coming up. Cool. The questions, they make these boxes so tiny. Read. I think I might have got them all. Any other questions? Hit me up. What do you think? You guys going to jump in and check it out? I mean, you've really got nothing to lose. So I really hope that you do. The doors are closing. I don't want too many people in this first round. So now's the time. And we haven't launched it yet outside of this webinar. So we've just done a webinar this morning and this webinar this evening, and then tomorrow we'll be launching it to, sort of the broader industry. So would really love you guys as the ones attending the webinar to get first access. Let's get the party started. Love it, Alan. Unrelated, who's the best person to speak to about ideas for shortcuts and updates? Probably me. Shoot me an email. joe.burgess@shortcuts.com.au, or hit me up in the Facebook group when you join. I'm in. Joseph, you're in. Welcome. That's so great. Great. Linda, you're going to trial it? Awesome. With a view to subscribe for 12 months. Well done. Thank you. Oh, you're going to love it. You're disappointed it's only for hairdressers just now, okay? And maybe, Sharon, jump in while it's free and see whether you can get any value out of it, because remember, it is only $27 a month. So if you can get $27 worth of value and hang around until we get more beauty stuff. We've been talking about it today already. I don't want to commit to my team. They'll kill me when I walk out of here. They won't give me any more champagne. Kieran signed up. Awesome. Welcome. That's so great. So 22 UK pounds is a steal, Joseph. I think so too. How do you join? Good point. Go to socialsorted.net. Okay? Socialsorted.net. I couldn't get the .com. And you can just subscribe there. I will be sending you an email after this webinar, you can watch the webinar again, and a link for where you can sign up. Really sounds like it's just for hair. It is at the moment just for hair, but you can check it out. Looking forward to the trial, Maureen. Awesome. Looking forward to connecting with you. Make sure you all join the Facebook group, won't you? Marnie signing up. Thank you. That's great. Look forward to connecting with you. Love a copy of the slides to run through with my team. I will send you a link and you can replay this, Ellen. No problem. Super excited. All right, guys. If there's nothing more, I think it might be at the bottom. Yeah, I think I've got them all. All right, guys, thank you. First of all, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. I know your time is valuable, and spending it with me is a real honor. So I look forward to meeting you all in Social Sorted and, hearing what you think about it all. So have a wonderful day or evening, wherever you are. I'm going to go finish my champagne now and toast the launch of Social Sorted. Bye, guys.